secret meetups, military involvement, crafts appearing randomly like never before. It feels like Earth has already been claimed by an advanced civilization we're not ready for. Watch closely before it's too late. A recent online claim from an alleged insider connected to Area 51 describes purported classified footage showing what appeared to be a meeting between human officials and extraterrestrial beings, beginning when a large, low-flying, unidentified craft landed, and several tall, non-human figures emerged to meet with high-ranking military generals and scientists. However, the exact agenda was not disclosed. Speculation suggests the discussion may have involved an exchange of advanced technology, fueling ongoing rumors that government authorities are secretly communicating and negotiating with extraterrestrial entities. Escorted alien. An unknown source who claimed to have sneaked into Area 51, filming a squad of soldiers who were escorting an alien. Only moments later, within the clip, a large vessel appears, hovering only inches from the ground, and it is then that two armed guards can be heard, having noticed the source and started to pursue him. The fact that he managed to share the footage on social media shows that he made it out. Whatever he had stumbled upon inside that classified base, it was clear he was never meant to leave with evidence of it. Witness protection? This leaked footage was uploaded on Reddit by an unknown user, showing an alien playing basketball while in a conversation with a person. The alien figure can be seen to be in a fenced area, along with soldiers guarding him, who looked very similar to a situation like witness protection. While some believe it to have been left behind by its kind, others believe that the military may have captured it, as the source never added any additional information with the clip. Could it be that the military is protecting it just to gather more information on its kind, or the whereabouts of his people? Saucer, take off. Due to distortion, the footage from a drone deep inside Area 51 became grainy as the operator captured what is believed to be an experimental military facility, where a small flying saucer was seen exiting a hangar shortly before disappearing at supersonic speed. The drone operator also shared that this location was near the village of Rachel, about 150 kilometers northwest of Las Vegas, in the southern U.S. state of Nevada, covering a vast operational military area of 26,100 square kilometers. Secret meeting. Another clip that was shared anonymously, where the recorder, somewhere deep in the Nevada desert, noticed a UFO descending that he decided to follow. Upon reaching what looked like a party of soldiers who were waiting, he started recording the encounter using a camera lens. The giant saucer landed next to them before a small group of aliens could be seen stepping out. From the looks of it, this almost looks like a planned meeting of high officials that was kept off the books, even for the military. Detained extraterrestrial.
Copy. Moving to entry. Keep spacing tight. Roger that. Eyes up.
This is either another clip related to one of the cases that has already been covered, or a similar leak in which clearer footage was captured by a body camera worn by a soldier at an undisclosed military base in Nevada. It is unclear whether the clip was leaked by the soldier who recorded it or obtained through a hack, but it appears to show that the U.S. military and the government have made contact with aliens, and that in most cases they have either reached certain terms with them or exercised control over them.
Door coming up. Stand by. Got it.
Chicago, UFO. From atop a skyscraper in Chicago, locals and tourists witnessed an unidentified flying object hovering just below the rooftop. Many observers were convinced it was a genuine flying saucer, while others speculated it might have been a drone or something else entirely, until it got close enough. This unknown craft kept moving around, pausing for several seconds in a repeated pattern, almost as if it were scanning or searching for something. After lingering in the area briefly, it disappeared into the clouds, and according to one witness, it appeared to be heading southwest. Appalachian encounter. During a search for a missing person in the Appalachian Mountains, a trail camera was installed to monitor an area that captured something very bizarre. A very tall, slim, and pale figure that looked nothing like a normal human would look like emerged from the darkness of the forest. It almost seemed to look like it was lost, or somehow accidentally ended up in the woods, let alone this dimension. From the looks, appearance, and body language, many were convinced that this was an alien who may or may not be linked to the missing person that they were looking for. Teleporting tech.
This apparatus does not move.
Just days ago, this clip started to get viral over social media, showing President John F. Kennedy witnessing the demonstration of some type of teleportation technology. It shows a person disappearing from one of the terminals before reappearing on the other, several meters away in a fraction of a second. Its capability is unknown, as no such things were ever said to have existed, been built, or shared to the public. Rumor now has it that this one machine was developed using alien tech either with or without their consent, a possibility that remains a mystery.
Places the space around him. There are no moving parts.
Tiny figure.
No puede ser.
One of the reservists who reported to duty in Fort George managed to witness a bizarre figure that he also filmed secretly. In it, a tiny figure that looks very much like a baby alien is seen on a walk. Judging by the closely following group of guards and a truck with a cage that was parked next to them, it almost seemed evident that it might be some type of captive or prisoner enjoying the open air. He couldn't get closer to get a better view of it, due to obvious reasons. Night movement. In another really old footage that was taken on a ranch somewhere in the woodland areas of Oklahoma, where a camera late at night picked up movement and started recording, what appeared was two really tall humanoids that randomly appeared from the vast land and looked to be attempting to sneak in. The footage was only discovered after the ranch owner found out he was short on his chickens and was shocked by what he saw. Portal abduction. Security camera footage that was taken somewhere in a parking structure in Miami, where, around midday, a kind of mysterious portal opening was seen. Though nothing followed from inside it, it immediately got attention of occupants of one of the parking cars that appeared in that moment. In sheer curiosity, one of them decided to check it out by entering and going on the other side, trapping him as it closed behind him immediately after. Was this some neat trick that was pulled by the aliens for abduction, or was its timing coincidental? Remains a complete mystery. Mall incident. Back in 2024, in the Bayside area of Miami, several dozen police units responded after a witness reported seeing 10-foot-tall creatures, or beings, of apparent extraterrestrial origin roaming a local mall and frightening shoppers. Witnesses on the ground filmed the initial moments of their encounter, but reported that all their electronics suddenly started to malfunction. As soon as the authorities arrived on the scene, the area was quickly cordoned off, preventing anyone from recording the incident, which has fueled claims that extraterrestrials were indeed present, but deliberately hidden, with authorities allegedly assisting in keeping their presence secret.
Yo, are you seeing this?
Hiding creature. In Miami, a crew of cleaners sent to clear debris made a startling discovery near a water pipe. Something was hiding inside. At first, they thought it might be some cave hillbilly or a homeless person, but when it peeked out, it was clearly not human. Gray and alien-like, with large dark eyes, the creature seemed desperate to stay out of sight, as if it had found the only hiding spot until its UFO returned. Realizing this wasn't an ordinary situation, just as their camera suddenly stopped recording, leaving what happened next to be a mystery. Encircling swarm. On the evening of September 20th, 2024, residents in Miami captured footage of an unusual phenomenon. The video showed multiple unidentified flying objects tracing circular patterns low in the sky. At first glance, it looked like a single massive object, but a closer look revealed dozens of smaller UFOs moving in coordinated loops, some appearing slightly irregular. Experts studying the footage suggest these could be UAPs, possibly under remote control, and speculate that the formations might have been attempting to create or access some kind of portal. The eerie display left witnesses stunned as the city watched something straight out of science fiction unfold above them. UFO giants. Whether you call them massive UFOs or motherships, a sighting like this raises serious questions. A passenger on a commercial flight out of Miami captured video of 3 enormous objects just minutes after takeoff. The UFOs hovered close beneath the plane, moving in tight, almost tactical formation. Witnesses reported a faint blue glow surrounding each craft, possibly a magnetic or energy field that helped them remain virtually undetectable from the ground. Experts suggest this could explain how the objects evaded radar, even military systems, despite their incredible size and advanced technology. For those on board and the city below, the sighting was both awe-inspiring and deeply unsettling. Unknown jellyfish object. A Miami woman was stunned when her Ring camera captured what appeared to be a jellyfish floating in midair. But this was no ordinary sea creature. It was made entirely of metal. The strange footage quickly went viral, fueling wild speculation. Some theorized it was an alien probe, disguised as marine life to observe humans undetected, its sleek metallic surface and effortless hovering hinting at advanced technology. Others suggested it could be a being from another dimension, slipping into our world through a portal. If the phenomenon is truly otherworldly, it raises a daunting question. Are we ready for what might come next? Virginia alien. A chilling video from 1996 has resurfaced online, bringing renewed attention to Brazil's infamous Virginia incident. The footage supposedly shows an alien creature caught in a net after a UFO crash, confined inside a box. Unlike the classic gray alien image, this small humanoid has piercing red eyes that have shocked viewers around the world. While skeptics question its authenticity, many are convinced it offers compelling evidence of extraterrestrial life, reigniting debate over one of the most mysterious and debated UFO events in history. Rooftop entity. Early one morning in a small town in Brazil, a man heading out for work at sunrise captured a startling sight on video. A figure that looked eerily like an alien baby and clearly was not human. The strange creature appeared to be trying to dig its way into the house from the rooftop. When confronted, it tried to hide before suddenly leaping away and vanishing. The bizarre encounter has left viewers wondering whether it was an alien, a mysterious cryptid, or something far more unsettling, blurring the line between reality and the fantastical. Another Virginia encounter. This is another Virginia sighting that was made after the previous one in 1996, where a farmer was investigating a crash that happened late at night. Just as he got closer to the crash site with a flashlight and was taken by surprise by what he discovered. He noticed this 4-foot-tall being that looked partially humanoid, and a frog at the same time, though at that moment it managed to disappear. Details remain sketchy, while most believe that this alien might have been looking for the alien that was discovered decades ago in the same place. Parking appearance. In Valle Hermoso, Tamaulipas, Mexico, a man incidentally recorded unusual black and white footage after noticing a strange figure standing near a parked car in his backyard on December 2nd, 2024. The brief clip shows a motionless being partially concealed among several vehicles, seemingly staring in his direction. Its appearance echoed familiar alien descriptions, featuring a large, rounded head, a narrow, pointed chin, and deep, hollow-looking eyes. The figure did not move throughout the recording, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Shared online shortly after, the video sparked debate, with viewers divided. Mysterious toddler. A parent who was recording a moment with his children who were playing out in the open just feet away from him when something very weird was seen passing by. It very much looked like an alien figure by its nature of physical appearance, although it was much smaller in size, as if it were a toddler, but disappeared within moments. The nature of its appearance remains a mystery, if it was either caught passing by or wanted to join both these two children, as any other child would, to play around together. Airport sighting. Glowing formation appeared above in the skies of the airport, where many pulled out their phones and shared photos and videos online, convinced they were witnessing a possible UFO sighting. Some describe the lights as moving in a controlled pattern rather than like a comet or aircraft, fueling speculation about extraterrestrial activity. No official explanation immediately followed, leaving many locals to wonder whether they had briefly glimpsed something truly unexplained. Large saucer hovering. While setting up his camp in the remote mountains of Chiapas, Mexico in 2021, a man spotted a massive object slowly moving across the sky. The craft glided steadily, showing no turbulence or visible propulsion, and despite its enormous size, it emitted no sound. Beneath it, blinking lights stayed constant in color, which some speculate could have been attempts at communication or coordination with nearby entities. Observers suggest the object was far beyond ordinary aircraft, possibly a mothership using advanced light-bending technology to remain nearly invisible under certain conditions. Some believe it was drawing atmospheric or electromagnetic energy before silently returning to its origin, leaving witnesses both awed and unsettled. Vanishing UFO. While hiking in the Sierra Madre Mountains of Mexico in 2018, a group of hikers was stunned to witness an unusual sight, a dark, ominous UFO hovering over the valley below. The craft had strange attachments on its top and underside, giving it an otherworldly appearance. Moments later, a circular plume of smoke formed in front of the object, and in an instant, the UFO disappeared into it. When the video surfaced online, it quickly went viral, sparking excitement and debate. Some viewers speculated the craft could be from a Type 2 civilization, leaving the nature of the sighting a tantalizing mystery. Mysterious craft. A driver was passing on the outskirts of Roswell, Mexico, when he noticed an unidentified aerial object that appeared out of nowhere. It looked nothing like a typical flying saucer, but was rather in a vertical pillar shape that was hovering, with no sound or any visible propulsion system. Its nature was even more bizarre. It looked to be made of a shiny gray surface that it attempted to remain hidden in the sky. Submersible sightings. If UFOs are indeed capable of traveling through space at incredible speeds, such sightings may not be entirely surprising. In Malaysia, a group of locals playing soccer was stunned when a massive unidentified craft suddenly emerged from the water just behind them. though the footage cut off before they could see it fully. In a separate incident, another UFO of a completely different design was spotted rising from the water, spinning as it ascended before shooting off into the sky. Both encounters appear authentic and have led many to speculate that the two events could be related, suggesting a possible connection between these mysterious, highly advanced crafts. Backyard visitors. Back in July 2025, a family called 911 after spotting a very bizarre entity in their backyard, which was captured on the security camera.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's beside it, and it has big eyes and it's looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard.
They saw two tall, non-human creatures estimated at 8 to 10 feet tall, with large eyes and a weird body language. It was clear that these were indeed aliens or extraterrestrials, given that they may or may not have crash-landed. The family later released a video of the backyard encounter online, which soon started to go viral. Forest interaction. While walking through a wooded area on the outskirts of Las Vegas, a man stumbled upon a strangely shaped object that appeared to have recently crashed. Curious, he approached and noticed something even stranger, a shadowy figure moving behind a tree. Shining his flashlight on it, he caught sight of a humanoid creature with large, glowing eyes. The being darted quickly between the bushes, trying to stay hidden. Determined to uncover what it was, the man followed, but it soon vanished into the darkness. In a final shocking moment, the creature leapt toward him, and the video abruptly ended. What happened next remains unknown, leaving the incident a mystery. UFO mountain activity. Triangular-shaped UFOs are rarely reported, but in 2024, one was spotted near the outskirts of Las Vegas by a man who claimed it was retrieving something from a rocky cliff. Video footage captured the craft hovering silently in midair, slowly rotating as a beam of light struck the cliff before withdrawing. Moments later, the object shot straight upward at an astonishing speed. The unusual behavior led many observers to speculate that it was interacting with hidden structures or recovering an unknown object. No seismic activity or environmental disturbances were detected, yet experts suggest the craft may have been a biomechanical, intelligent entity rather than a conventional vehicle. Secret wreckage. Dashcam footage that was filmed somewhere on the streets in Las Vegas showed a dramatic moment where an 18-wheeler was spotted transporting what looks like a large intact UFO. The large saucer, which was thought to have been shot down, showed no signs of damage sustained by the crash or after hitting the ground. According to the driver, it was heading towards the direction of Area 51, which further raises the possibility that this was some secret government stunt that was being kept super secretive. Porch encounter.
The video's been viewed millions of times, and there are a number of theories about what was actually captured on camera.
A video shared online showed a startling moment when Jessica Ortiz of Compton, California, discovered something unexpected on her Ring security camera. An oddly shaped figure that some viewers say resembles an alien. The footage, recorded in the early hours and later posted to social media, quickly racked up millions of views, sparking debate over what was captured outside her home during a few seconds of movement near the porch. Some suggest the silhouette, with its elongated head and unusual proportions, could be extraterrestrial, while others argue it may have been a person, a trick of shadows, or a misidentified object. Ortiz shared the clip seeking answers, but no explanation has been confirmed.
How does it feel to say out loud, this could be a space alien?
Oh, this could be an alien. Yeah,
You're not nervous, embarrassed to say that.
Mysterious UFO activity. Shows a UFO hovering silently, emitting a beam that didn't merely illuminate. It appeared to interact with the ground, lifting an object into the craft before retracting. Moments later, the UFO shot straight into the sky at incredible speed. Some theorists suggest this sighting is part of a larger pattern of unexplained aerial activity at remote or sacred sites worldwide. Others speculate that hidden facilities within the forest could be involved, with the craft following a routine or operational path. Sky apparition.
A cross? Heck no, it's not a cross. What is that?
Above in the skies of Sequoia National Park, California, on August 9th, 2015, something unusual was spotted. Witnesses initially described it as a glowing figure that looked very much like a humanoid that was floating in midair. It looked nothing like an aircraft or even a UFO, at which point the possibilities of this being something around the aliens of angel-type divine sighting, if not a real flying suit or a robot that was made in the shape of a human. The clip was cut off prematurely soon after, as the source attempted to get a closer look at it just before it disappeared. Random encounters in different countries around the world.
Jonathan, what in the world?
Guardian or abductor. A video that went viral online captured a strange figure near the White House, sparking widespread speculation. The being appeared to have a slender gray body with an oversized head, matching classic alien descriptions. In the footage, it seemed unusually alert, almost as if monitoring the area or observing a secret meeting between officials and extraterrestrial visitors. Some viewers even suggested it could have been there to abduct the president. Despite the attention, the government issued no statement, and aside from the video itself, there appeared to be no further evidence, leaving many to wonder if the sighting was real or part of a carefully orchestrated cover-up. Secret meeting. This leaked footage took the internet by storm, showing a man calmly interacting with an alien-like figure. Strangely, he appeared completely unafraid, speaking to the being as if it were someone he knew well. The encounter almost seemed ordinary, as though he had summoned the creature through some hidden technology, or perhaps was unknowingly under its influence, revealing secrets about Earth. The video has sparked intense debate online, leaving many to wonder if extraterrestrials are already in contact with humans. If that is the case, the chilling question remains: what might happen next, and how much of our world could already be under their watch? Alien beneath car. A family was driving along a quiet road when the driver suddenly spotted something unusual beneath their car. To their shock, a gray alien-like figure briefly peeked out before disappearing under the moving vehicle. It appeared as though the creature had been following them and seized the chance to hide underneath. Whether it had intentions of leading the family somewhere or even abducting them remains unknown. Terrified, they chose not to stop and sped away, leaving the mysterious being behind. The unsettling encounter has left many wondering. If faced with the same situation, would you have had the courage to investigate what lurked beneath the car? Backyard appearance. A security camera clip from a residence in Toronto, Canada, around midnight filmed a strange, bright, glowing light that mysteriously started shining right on the side of a house. Within a matter of seconds, its signature only got bigger as it gradually expanded. No source of light or any visible object was seen beforehand, but what happened shortly after this started to make sense. In another camera, a very mysterious figure was seen walking by the road, which the dogs started to bark on viciously. There is no coincidence of the appearance of them both, and that this opening might have been a portal of some type from where this alien may or may not have appeared. Unexpected appearance. At an under-construction site in an industrial district of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, a passerby had a startling encounter. He noticed a strange, eerie figure resembling the classic depiction of an alien. For a brief moment, the creature stopped and stared at him before quickly moving to the far side of the site. Perhaps it was searching for a safe place and assumed the empty construction area would be unoccupied. Whatever the case, it vanished from sight, leaving the unsettling possibility that it could still be roaming nearby, looking for another abandoned spot to hide. Unexpected passenger. It was unclear whether the driver noticed the small, alien-like figure standing silently in the back. It was unclear whether the driver noticed the unusual passenger or was deliberately transporting it somewhere. Before anyone could get a closer look, the truck sped off and disappeared. Authorities were alerted to investigate, but no trace has been found. The bizarre sighting has left locals on edge, with many wondering if someone might be able to track down this mysterious visitor. Low-flying UFO. Deep within the woodland mountainous areas of Slovakia, a bystander who happened to be passing by when he spotted this unidentified flying object. Being curious about its nature, he zoomed in on it and saw an object that looked very much like a flying saucer, except that this one looked very much like a unique design. It had a bigger bulge on top and the bottom, along with a ring within the center, almost as if it was an innovative design to dodge detection. It also seemed to be flying low, using the cover of the mountains to further hide its signature and remain off radar. Mysterious silhouette. An alleged hunt in Papua New Guinea stunned viewers worldwide after disturbing CCTV footage surfaced online, drawing intense speculation and debate on October 10, 2019. Curious about the clip's origins, a contact in New Guinea was approached for insight, claiming the video had deeper connections than initially believed. The story became even more unusual with accounts from Libya, where a separate source described a perilous journey into the remote desert to locate what was rumored to be an extraterrestrial body buried in 2008. In recent years, growing reports of ghostly figures, angels, and demonic sightings have fueled widespread fear and superstition across parts of the region.